Guys, I participated in a Song of Ice and Fire national event and I won an award.
What's today's goal?
Today's goal, beat you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna face you again.
Today we're going to be sharing more about our recent experience playing for the Singapore A Song of Ice and Fire national event. So the nationals were held at Blitz Minis and it was a Swiss round kind of a gameplay style where we each played 3 rounds.
So like Sarah said, we both played 3 games each and we were pitted against other players. So my first game was against another mirror match, which was Stacks. And both of us played Mage Moment. And unfortunately, I lost that game. I think it was quite a big gap because due to my inexperience of playing against another Stacks. And then for game 2, I had to pair up with Sarah.
That was fun. I think I did appreciate playing with someone I was familiar with. Considering we played only 2 games at that point, I did feel like, wow, the competition here is quite overwhelming. So it was familiar, but nevertheless still extremely competitive.
The start quite smooth, I think. I think it's quite a good advantage. Especially with a strong armor unit. So, but there's a giant, man.
I think in the end, the Free Folks emerged victorious, but really just by a sliver.
And for game 3, I went against Josh himself and playing against the Boltons. I have no idea what to expect, and of course, being a new player, my positioning was all over the board and not knowing which units are the one that I should look out for or go against or tank or kill in the early game. That costed me the game and I lost my entire 3 games.
So, what is the title given to the player with the lowest win count?
Our blades are blunt. It's not an award to discourage you, but actually it's to encourage you to play or improve in upcoming games. And it's interesting enough, we all got prizes, even for the lowest one, which is myself. And I got like an Ironborn Trapper's scalp or something like that. And if you see the photo of me shaking hands with Josh, the prize is actually upside down and it's like a bad omen.
So for my games, I played against 1 Baratheon and 2 Starks. It was quite a challenge considering I've never played against any other factions aside from Starks when I had to face off with a Baratheon Stannis 1 True King player. I was devastated. I think that game was really tough. It was my first time trying to pilot my Giants deck. And I realized I didn't really know what to expect from Baratheons, and that really stumped me when I had no idea how to avoid all those condition tokens, and it was a really tough game, but lesson learned nonetheless. I think it was a good experience for me playing against other factions. Against the other Stark player as well, I think he was a lot more experienced than I was, and I had absolutely no idea what I was trying to do with my positioning, because it was also a different list that I was trying to play. And yeah, I think from that experience, it really showed how much more we could learn really from this game. And I think that was something I did take away, even though it was 2 painful losses.
So it was an entirely new experience for both of us to be playing in the nationals, let alone in a very competitive environment with only 2 games played prior to this national event. It was a great chance for us to meet new players, which we eventually make friends and continue to play games outside of the nationals and keeping in contact with them.
Moving forward, 2 months later in August, we decided that we would try and join the Frey ones again, and this was really the start of Season 5. And we had pretty much about 2 days of lead time to prepare a list with all the updates from Season 5.
It was held in Blitz Minis as well, and of course the door gifts was quite fantastic this time. We got like a short ruler, which was damn useful, and also we each got a Mattel sleeves. And of course the games were also exciting. I got to play against Baratheons for the very first time. In fact, both of my opponents during that day were Baratheons. I lost 1 and I managed to win the other one. And game 2, I played against an almost mirror match. It was quite a close game, but then I couldn't capitalize on my advantages. and unfortunately I lost. But this time I didn't actually win the award called Our Blades Are Blunt, which was my main goal, and winning that just one game was sufficient enough. For now, maybe next time I'll be better and improve in this game.
This time I managed to play with 3 different factions. So my first game was against a Baratheon, followed by Starks, and then ending off with Lannisters. All 3 games were really tough, and I think they all played lists that I've never played against, and I think I was also not familiar with quite a number of their cards, so it's a lot of trying to figure out what works on the go, and also actually down to the luck of our dice throws, which I think in this Nationals didn't go as well as I had hoped, especially with all my charges. I got so many 1 charges, it was very irritating. Then I did manage to win the second round against the Starks. I was playing a stale list, and somehow or other I got really lucky with some of my rolls, and there were a lot of very interesting chain reactions where after I got hit, I managed to strike back with another attack, and then they came in with a charge and I attacked. Basically, 1 turn lasted damn long. But it was a really enjoyable game. I think it was the first time I managed to clear off my enemies' units, even though I was a free folk player, so that was quite an accomplishment, I think. Yeah.
And this is an important national event because it marks a milestone for Nigel, who eventually won the entire national series.
In sequence, so the overall series winner by landslide is Nigel. His point gap between him and I think the next highest is like 20 across the list.
Wow!
He will be our representative for Thailand. So at the same time, he's the top player for today. So you can pick 1 additional prize.
Wow!
And of course, congratulations to Nigel for earning that title. Through this event, I think the amount of work being put to run these national events, I think we have to give our hats off to Josh.
Yeah, I mean for Josh, it's really trying to create that community in Singapore, and from just these 2 short months, we did see quite a bigger turn-up. I think there have been a lot more activity week on week where players do come together, try out their different lists, and there are also experiences on our end where we're getting to learn from the people who've come before us. And I think this is the part about playing a Song of Ice and Fire that I find really helps, because there are really just so little roadmaps and so little guidance on how to get in and dirty on a pretty big war game, especially for people like us who have no experience in playing like tabletop war games.
So to summarize both events, I think this is a wonderful experience, a wonderful chance for new players to experience a more competitive format.
So we're looking forward to participating in more of such events in the future. I think it's pretty exciting stuff to look forward to. The prizes are lucrative. We do enjoy them very much. Thank you, Josh.
Basically, that sums up our entire experience with the national games, and we look forward to play and share with you guys our stories and our learning journey. So thanks for watching, and we shall catch up with you in the next episode.
How was the game?
I'm sorry. It's okay, you don't have to be sorry.
On other days, I get bullied by her.
Hey,
That's true. You ask Josh. Correct or not, Josh?
Okay, neither confirm on the guy.
No comment.